Así suena un bate de aluminio de verdad. Y así suena un bate de utilería hecho para las escenas de lucha de Hollywood. No se siente igual al verdadero. Solo al escuchar o apretar los objetos podrás notar la diferencia. Y ese es el objetivo. Tienen que verse idénticos ante las cámaras. Eso es gracias a la habilidad de los fabricantes de utilería, quienes moldean accesorios de goma y les añaden texturas realistas. Cada movimiento de una pelea puede requerir un objeto diferente que debe ser especialmente preparado. Dependiendo de la escena, puede haber hasta 4 versiones diferentes de un objeto.
We had a scene on Euphoria, and it called for one of our actors to approach another actor and basically hit him in the head. When you read something like that, my brain automatically goes to, I need different versions of it.
Este es Josh, el director de utilería que ha trabajado en Euphoria. Todo en todas partes al mismo tiempo, blonde, y no te preocupes, cariño. Y este es su camión de utilería de Los Ángeles, donde guarda cosas como este cortador de pastel sin filo de todo en todas partes. Y estos martillos utilizados en Euphoria. Las producciones a menudo utilizan objetos reales para primeros planos y tomas añadidas y realistas.
Like if we were gonna be using one of the hammers with a real nail, we'd want to use a real hammer. Then when the actor goes in to interact with the other characters in the film, and then that's when a stunt hammer would come into play.
This has no weight to it. This is like, wow, this is like really light.
Los elementos de utilería son iguales a los reales. Esto causa el mismo tipo de estrés que un martillo real. De todas esas pequeñas mellas y magullones, las compañías de utilería como hace en Los Ángeles crean moldes para captar todos esos detalles.
How intricate can a thing you mold be?
We can pick up pretty much any detail.
Y añaden algo de estructura al objeto al colocar un armazón metálico súper fino bajo la goma espuma.
So, when an actor is, I'm gonna get you, this isn't flopping around.
So we have like basically 3 different densities.
Hay goma espuma súper suaves como la que acabamos de ver, para cuando un actor debe ser golpeado con un objeto de utilería.
A medium, which is used for like stunts, that like nobody's getting hit with it, but there's a possibility that somebody's gonna get hit with it.
Sure.
Y luego está este tipo de martillo,
Oh man!
que tiene una goma más firme como la que Jack está vertiendo en ese molde.
Just our standard firm rubber.
So this was one of our test hammers that we did on Euphoria. Basically, we would put a bladder in here full of liquid, and then it would, whatever angle off camera, you wouldn't see it, and then as soon as it hit, you'd squeeze it, and then blood would come out.
Smart! I feel like, and I'm just gonna like... Alright, so this, I'd probably be annoyed if I was the actor getting hit in this on like take 7 or 8. I'd be like, I think we got it.
If we were to use the blood that would come out of it, it's not an over and over kind of thing. This would be a complete reset of the actor. They'd have to get all the blood removed, all the hair redone. It'd probably get on their costume, on their skin. You'd have a lot of reset time. So it wouldn't be hit after hit. With that one, you know, you could do hit after hit, running into it.
Ooh. Yeah, that one has some feeling to it. And now do the real one.
Yeah.
Se preparan moldes como este para hacer cientos de elementos de lucha, desde sartenes de hierro fundido y cuchillos de carnicero, hasta armaduras y pesas falsas.
Ugh, now go get the fake ones, right? Ugh.
Y pueden hacer una imitación realista de básicamente cualquier objeto.
Where people have brought in like fruit, they brought in like apples, oranges.
Hacer este tipo de objetos para una escena de lucha no consiste solo en crear diferentes versiones de los mismos. A menudo, Josh también debe modificar la utilería para darle un toque cinematográfico específico para cada escena. Para esta toma de todo en todas partes, se llenó una computadora portátil falsa con microchips y confeti de poliéster plateado, por lo que la pantalla de cristal se rompió de una manera muy cinematográfica ante las cámaras. Josh descubrió que el confeti se veía mejor en cámara que el vidrio roto.
I had basically sawed down the middle and hot glued it all together. So it was just as soon as it went into the air and it made contact with the pipe, it just blew apart.
Y para esta toma posterior, cuando Michelle Yeoh usa un teclado de computadora como escudo, el equipo de efectos especiales tomó un teclado real y lo modificó para que Andy Lee pudiera atravesar el tubo fácilmente, y que pareciera que todas las teclas salen del otro lado.
They actually just bored a hole straight through the center, the size of the pipe. The reverse side, where it was flat, it was just a piece of cardstock that was painted to be the same color of the keyboard. And then on the front side, all the keys that we had removed when we cut it, we just hot glued them back into place.
También hubo miembros del equipo fuera de cámara lanzando teclas al aire.
To add more drama to it, just to give it that extra hit of, you know, debris.
Más allá del tipo de utilería que se use, mantener a todos lo más seguros posible implica cambiar pequeños detalles. como quitar los pequeños trozos de metal expuestos en el escudo antidisturbios que Michelle tenía que hacer girar en las peleas, o los cierres y las hebillas de la riñonera de Ki-Kwan.
There's a scene in the film where he actually uses it like a nunchuck. I would replace all the plastic, anything that would come in contact with an actor.
Las hebillas y los cierres eran piezas de goma espuma que Josh recortó.
Gosh, see, child's refrigerator art.
Y ese llavero se convirtió en una bolita de cinta amarilla.
If you have the same general shape, the same general color, you know, when it's flying through the air really fast, it's hard to tell with the naked eye unless you pause it right at that moment. Well, I almost wanted to create a foam version of this, but because of the shot style and the close-up of it, it wasn't as practical as having the real thing would be. The fanny pack itself is already a soft leather, and then I would fill it with like bubble wrap to make it look bulky and able to swing.
La seguridad es primordial aunque no se golpea a nadie con el objeto de utilería.
There's camera tricks that you can use where, you hit somebody and it just grazes their face, and with reactions you can.
Do that again. Ugh. Jeez, dude, I just asked.
It's like almost like a camera trick.
Like with this crowbar fight in Euphoria.
It's very hard to tell in that scene. We actually didn't have the actor getting hit with it. So it's a kind of like a backhand swing, and then the actor goes flying, and they actually had put a mat painted to look just like the cement underneath, and then it had like tapered edges.
It looks like it's on the concrete.
Yeah, it was very seamless.
Entonces, ¿por qué se usó una palanca de goma? Porque si el actor se desvía un poco del movimiento, o la persona que recibe el golpe se mueve un poco, y acaba haciendo contacto con la palanca, usar el objeto de utilería previene un golpe mayor. Pero no solo hay que pensar en armas, sino también en el entorno. Y ahí es cuando aparecen estos tapetes de sangre personalizables.
Our blood, it's usually glycerin, water, and then red food coloring, and it can stain. So if we have an instance where there's no interaction with an actor with it, and say an actor is on the ground and they have trauma to the head, there's just a pool of blood, these are a perfect way to get around having a cleanup.
Además de ahorrar tiempo de limpieza, estos tapetes tienen otras ventajas sobre la sangre líquida falsa.
Because it is a glycerin, it's a very slippery material. It eliminates the risk of stepping in it and slipping or tracking it around. So if somebody stepped on this, they would probably leave a dusty footprint, but you could clean it off with Windex. Versus stepping in a pool of blood, you'd leave a trail of footprints around the set.
Las víctimas de una pelea quizás necesiten ser reemplazadas. Los maniquíes de acrobacia o acción son uno de los elementos de utilería que más le alquilan a ISS. Y vienen en dos variedades. Maniquíes básicos de acrobacia que tienen las extremidades rellenas de tela, y maniquíes articulados más realistas que están hechos de goma o plástico. El primer tipo es más flexible, pero el segundo es articulable y se hundirá o caerá de formas más humanas.
And it's all adjustable, so you can open up the torso, and then there's some bungees in there that are connected to all the limbs that you can adjust the tightness of.
Oh, nice.
Black is left leg, white's right leg. If you want the legs to be dislocated, you can dislocate them.
No, I don't actually. It's really unsettling.
Se pueden utilizar maniquíes en lugar de extras en tomas incómodas.
En escenas de secuelas de guerra.
If there's an aftermath of a war scene, so they have 50 people laying face down in the mud, they don't have to pay background artists to go in there. They dress these dudes and ladies in wardrobe. If they want weird dislocated parts or weird positions of the limbs, they can go in there, loosen up those little bolts, pull them tight to cinch it, and then all the joints stay in place.
Estos maniquíes también pueden reemplazar a actores en escenas de riesgo potencialmente mortales.
Yeah, I mean, these things have fallen off buildings. They've been inside cars that have driven off cliffs. You can see some of them are pretty charred up. It's a lot better for them to put a $1,100 dummy in a car that's going off a cliff and exploding
Than a person.
Cuando se filma una pelea, hay que pensar en cada movimiento y controlar cada variable, hasta el punto de llegar a tener 4 versiones diferentes de un objeto en rotación, para usar una versión diferente en cada toma.
So when he was approaching her with those would be the real ones. So then when we set up this shot, he would have the stunt versions.
Y el público nunca nota la diferencia.
I mean, when you got this back, were you like, what did you do to my dummy?